sky is the limit. I believe that. I do. I believe that. But when we're setting goals, you need to be able to see them. So don't tell me that, well, my goal is to make $1 million in this first year. Because you don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't made any, you don't believe you're going to make $1 million. So let's say that in the first quarter, we're going to set a goal. And we're going to assess that goal. And then in the next quarter, we'll set another goal. And so that way, we can have a realistic goal that we can build off of. Then if you do better, if you do more than that, that's great. Let's celebrate that. But you have to believe it. You have to see it. When you did that vision board, that vision exercise, if you couldn't see it, that's something that, you're going to have a hard time with. And goals are timely. Meaning, please don't say, I'm going to open a business, begin. We need to have some dates. We need to have some deadlines. I need to know what's getting done when, because I'm going to hold you accountable to that. And you need to hold yourself accountable to that. So some people coach themselves. Not everybody needs me or a career coach or something like that. Some people can set their goals out and write those things out and make them smart, and they're fine. Other people need someone to hold them accountable. And so I need to know the dates. I need to know when I'm calling you to say, okay, I know this grant proposal is due in on the 30th. It's the 15th. How far are we? How many pages are we into it? You got to make them. And then I'm going to just add that you need to assess your goals. That means that every now and then you need to figure out if they need to be tweaked. You need to figure out where you are. So I know I said I was going to lose 5 pounds over the next 2 weeks, but I didn't know Mommy was making pound cake. And that threw me off a little bit. So maybe this next 2 weeks I'm going to shoot for 3. And I'm back on 5 after that. You just need to assess where you are. I assess my business every year, once a year, annually. This is what I did. This was my marketing strategy. This is who I worked with. This is how much money I made. This is what I want to do next year. What do I need to do differently? I'm already in the process of assessing this event. If I decide to do this again, what are some of the things I need to do differently? Part of that assessment will be a survey that I'm sending to all of you via Survey Monday. So I'm collecting your information. If you didn't register through the proper channels, and you're still here, I love you, but I want your email address so that I can ask you about the event. Identify your personal board of directors. Who's on your team that can help you? Okay? Remember I said no one's in business for themselves. So for my cousin Shayla, that might be your husband that's going to hold you down in certain ways. That might be your cousin who's going to hold you down in certain ways. That might be a friend. That might be a business partner. You want to think about and identify those individuals. One of the most important members on my board of directors does not even know me. That's Oprah Winfrey.
Okay.
Because I aspire towards that, right? And so I follow her, and she inspires me, and she encourages me, and she never met me. Yet. Yes. Right? We talked about the vision board, the role model. Start to change your language. So if you are in this room right now telling me that you will one day be, or you want to be, I need you to change that and bring that into your present tense. I am an author. I am a stylist. I am, whatever that thing, I am an entrepreneur. Drop that future tense and claim it now. Walk in it. Walk in it now. And become that. And then quickly, because this, you can spend 2 weeks talking about this, but decide on what that's going to look like. What is your image? An image is how you show up for this event, what you decided to wear, whether or not you decided makeup was important, all that stuff. The next thing that image is what does my promotional piece look like? What does my business card look like? What am I giving people? What are they going to remember when they walk away from me? When you're in business for yourself, when you're an entrepreneur, all of that is you. You are your business. The shoes that you wear, they may hurt, but girl, rock them, because that is your business. And you need to work with someone that can help you to, or you need to take a class, or you need to do the research to make sure that you have a total package. And that when I go to your website, and when I look at your business card, and when I look at you, there is some consistency in all those things. I haven't seen anybody's information, so I'm hoping that I don't call anybody out or hurt anybody's feelings. But if you go to an event and you have crossed out information on your business card because the numbers changed, or you're handwriting things because you haven't invested the $25 in Vistaprint to get you some inexpensive business cards made, all of that stuff becomes you. My mother said to me, why did you decide to have the event at 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday in Akron? What were you thinking? Those are her words. What were you thinking? I said, I was thinking that I want women in the room that want to invest in themselves and that care enough to get up in the morning and hear this information. If it has to be convenient for you, if it has to be when you have time after you slept in on Saturday, you're not for me. So there's somebody for everybody, right? And there are. And when we were talking about clientele, you guys were talking about clientele, which somebody wants that $25 sewn in today. Somebody wants that, right? Somebody wants the bootleg and the jackknife. That's not who I deal with. And so you are here because you didn't mind investing in yourself, your time, your money, your space. That's who I choose to work with. I would do it differently if I wanted to attract someone else. And you have to be confident in that. One of the biggest mistakes entrepreneurs make is undercutting prices because you're scared somebody won't support you if the price is too high. They're not for you. I'm in private practice. There are plenty of facilities that will see you with your Medicaid or your Blue Cross Blue Shield. There are plenty of places that will take, groups of you for $20. I don't. And I'm not going to apologize for that. That's not what I do. But I have a resource sheet, and I'll give you those people's information. And you have to feel that same level of confidence about what it is. If you've done the work, if you've set realistic prices and all of that other stuff, you have to feel realistic about your price and your position in the market. What I'm going to do for every single person in the room is I'm going to offer you a free 30-minute consultation. And I want to talk to you a little bit about what that looks like. So someone's happy, yay! Okay. What that looks like. I've said it several times, and I'm an energy person, and I am. So back home, when someone goes online, you go online and schedule or request an appointment. I call them, I reach out to them, and I say, sure, I'm happy to work with you, I'm happy to talk to you, but first, let's chat on my dime. Come in for free. Come in and sit down and let's just talk. Because I've always been a love me or hate me type person. You're either going to get me or you're not. And it's very important in the type of relationship that we're going to have that we click. So you have to know what your clientele looks like. I have to know what my client looks like. And they have to trust me. And I give homework, and I give assignments, and I make you do stuff. And if you don't like me, that's not very productive. And so the free 30-minute consultation is where we will talk a little bit about what it is what you want to do, what you saw.